Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to take a look at some Jefferson Nickels from 1999, 23 years old this month. And you saw that we had a few other things getting in the way here. We have, of course, here is the Denver United States Mint Uncirculated set. You can tell kind of the edge of it. This is a Philadelphia United States Mint Uncirculated set. And then, of course, this one is, if we see the blue back here, we know this is a proof set. And so this is a proof set from 1999. And then if we look up here, we see that's the Philadelphia mint nickel from the proof set. And then down here we see that we have a P and a D, and these are, of course, regular circulating coins here. So let's kind of go through them and talk about all the different ways that you can have a 1999 nickel and all the different forms it comes in. And there's one other way you can have it, and that is in 1999 they started out with what they call the special mint sets, the silver proof sets. So this is a silver proof set, United States Mint silver proof set. It comes in the hard plastic. This one I'm showing you is from the year 2000, but you could have a 1999 US nickel from the silver proof set, in addition to having it from the proof set, in addition to having it from the Philadelphia uncirculated set, in addition to having one from the Denver uncirculated set, and then you could just get them on your own. So let's take a look through all the different ones that they have, but let's just start with what is this nickel and what are we gonna look at? Well, of course, this is a Jefferson nickel that first came out in 1938. 1938, they made this. It's a Felix Schlag design or engraving, and you can tell it's Felix Schlag because if you tip it up, we see an F and an S here. Let's tip it up so you can see it really good. Maybe. Right there, right above the pen. See right underneath his neck there's an F and an X. That's for Felix Schlag, and that will be on every United States nickel with Jefferson like this on the front until they change them over to the new Jefferson image. It says, "In God we trust" in front of him, liberty behind him, the year here. And one of the things we talk about sometimes is what's in between. This is a star. In between liberty and the year is a star. This isn't a dot like you have on some of the coins, or a double star. We don't have a double star. We just have the single star here in the year 1999. And then down here we have a P for Philadelphia. And on this one over here we have a D for Denver. But the Philadelphia Mint in 1999, they made 1.2 billion of these. The Denver Mint, they only made 1 billion. So between the two of them, 2.2 billion. Are these rare? No, they are not rare. Even in this good condition for a circulating coin, this one here on the left is probably in the best condition of the two, still with little chips and stuff. It's not going to be of any value. You get up to, you almost have to have like a pure mint state one for it to be any value, and that's going to, mint state 65 are going to be worth about $3, $4, $3.75 to $4 for each one of these. Now, when you're looking at these nickels and you want to see what the most important things about them are, the first thing you look is right down here, and you try to see whether you can see all the steps. This is actually a pretty good one here. Let's change the light a little, and what you do is you go down to the bottom and you count the steps up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you go all the way across and see if you can see them all the way across. Well, of course, on this one you can't. You see this kind of little blur here. This is not a full steps version, and that's what you really need when you want to get up near to the MS65. And they also not only do it by grade, but they also do it by steps. And that's because some of these nickels come out and they're not punched well. They may be in really, really, really good condition, but the steps just got a little dull because by the end of the die, after they use the die for a certain amount of time, the steps don't come out well. It just wears the die out. And by die, I mean the thing that they punch these coins out with. E pluribus unum at the top, Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, who's, of course, on the front of the coin here. Underneath it says Monticello, and then 5 cents. Now it's plural. It's not a 5-cent coin. It's a 5 cents coin. And down at the bottom it says United States of America. We tip it up and we see that it is a smooth edge and a pretty shiny one at that. When you look at these coins, they weigh about 5 grams. They are 21.2 millimeters in diameter and 1.75 millimeters in thickness. The coin alignment is flipped. So if it's facing up and you flip it over, you get the other side facing up. Some coins, they're the same, so you can flip them sideways. Can't do it on this one because you get upside down. So if you want to see both sides, you take it, flip it from the top down, and you're up, right side up on the far side. This is Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States from 1801 to 1809. And when they first made this coin, of course, in 1938, we really had no idea how long people were going to stay on coins. This has been a long run for Thomas Jefferson. As I said, he's even on the new nickels or new 5-cent coins, but he has a somewhat different image. And I'll show you one of the newer ones. This is a 2005. He's facing to the right. And if you see this image, you probably know what's on the back of this one. And that is, it is one of the Lewis and Clark coins from the bicentennial year of Lewis and Clark, and has a buffalo on the back, United States of America. I mean, it's a buffalo coin from 2005. All right, back to the all the different coins we could have. We drop the magnification a little bit, and then we see that. So if these two coins aren't worth much, what about when we get to the, say, the Denver Mint of the, so this is the actual envelope that you buy it in, or the other one is the Philadelphia Mint. These are uncirculated coin sets. They're not quite as expensive, and they're much easier for collectors to buy than some of the proof sets. If you get the uncirculated set and you take it out, you'll get something that looks kind of like this. It's going to be in plastic, and it'll have all the coins in it. And you'll see that these have the P and the D on them. These aren't the uncirculated sets from San Francisco. Those are the more expensive mint sets. These are the uncirculated sets from each of the mints. So what you can do is you can take those and actually pull, if you have a torn up one, you can actually pull out one of the coins from it. And this is straight from the uncirculated mint set. And you can see on this one, you can really see the F and S on this one for Felix Schlag. On this one, the star there is very beautiful. If we tip it up a little bit, we see that it is in incredible condition. Look at that, the face and the folds. Look how the like the little braid goes down in the back. His eyes are just perfect, little bit of eyebrow there. And when we tip it over, we can see that this is almost a full steps version. There's some little bit of a mess here. You can see stuff around the top that you can't see in the other ones. See around the top of, you can see the side steps. So this coin here actually came from an uncirculated mint set, and it is probably in, it's probably not quite MS65 condition and doesn't quite have all the full steps, so it's probably only worth about $1, even though it came from a uncirculated set. And of course, as I said, it still has the P on it because the uncirculated sets have the P and D on them. That's how they differentiate them from the mint sets. What's the mint set look like? Well, here's the one. And this is an amazingly good quality coin. I'm not going to take it out of the plastic. You see a couple little scratches there on the plastic. But look, see how they buffed the image of Jefferson differently than on the uncirculated. So let's put the uncirculated here, right there, and then we put the kind of the buffed. And by buff, I just mean that they take a different kind of polisher on these. See how it polishes the front out way different than it polishes on these. And that actually gets you sometimes what they call it the cameo image. Down here we know where this came from, because even if it wasn't in the plastic, because it has an S on it. The San Francisco Mint ones only came in plastic, so you won't in hard plastic. You see what I mean? The difference between the hard plastic and the soft plastic here. So this is the soft plastic. It's just like a cellophane kind of. This is the hard plastic. It actually is in a case, and that's what you get the San Francisco Mint ones in. Now, so we've got Denver, Philly. We got San Francisco in the what they call the United States Mint proof set, or the blue, and that'll come in a box with this. Because in 1999 the state quarters came out also, so it'll come in a box with the state quarters in it, and of course it'll come out with when you have the United States proof set that's a silver set, it'll come out in the same, but it'll be a red and black hard plastic. And there's a yes. This is from 2000, but same kind of buffing. And this is pretty much exactly the same nickel. And why do I say that? Because the nickels aren't silver. There's nothing different about the nickels, really, that San Francisco puts in the silver proof sets. So a silver proof set, if you get United States Mint silver proof set, it's going to have a Kennedy half in silver. It's going to have an Eisenhower dime in silver. It's going to have the U.S. quarters or quarters in silver, and then it's going to have a Sacagawea or a if it has Sacagawea yet, it'll have a Sacagawea dollar. It'll have a U.S. penny. None of those will be in silver. So the nickel, the penny, the dollar won't be in silver in the U.S. Silver Mint set. Only the quarter, dime, and half dollar. All right. So we're getting kind of a little bit astray here. So let's get back to the regular coins that we started with. And we have a Denver Mint. We have a Philadelphia Mint. And we from the mint set. And then we have just a regular Philadelphia here. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel, take a look at our videos, and put any comments you might have for us in the comments section.